So, hi guys, we're here to talk about the internet, which we all know that it is the most common and most used of today's generation. So, we're here to talk about the internet and based on his. So, in the beginning, we had the network. We saw a new communication technology, a new way to bring people together. Back then, as we created this technology, we saw a glimpse of the future that it would create, but no one really knew. Today is that future. Internet traffic has grown exponentially since the 60s. So, it will reach a zettabyte by 2016. Our mobile devices are more powerful than the supercomputers that we used way back 20 years ago. So, uh, for us, for me, the technology we had in this type of living, the technology grows so fast, and all you could have to do is just adapt to it and make sure that you know how to use it properly. So, internet. So the internet plays a big factor for our living, daily living, our daily lives, and uh, I think some of us can't live without internet, and I think that's a fact. So, for me, what is internet? So, uh, network supports the way we learn. Supports communication in terms of texting, social media, collaboration tools, blogs, wikis, podcasting, peer-to-peer, uh, and networks support the way we work. Network has a big factor on our job and our lives, and it has a big contribution to our economy, and that's a fact. So, the client and servers. So as usual, the if you have a network or the internet, there is always a client or the server. So servers are computer with software that enable them to provide information like email or web pages, something like other devices on the network. While the clients are the computer with softwares installed that enable them to request and display the information obtained from the server. So an example of this is an example of a client software is let me think, what is it, a web browser, a Chrome and the Firefox. So, and devices, based on my opinion, it's a source of destination of a message transmitted over a network. And let us talk about the internet. So, this is my illustration of an internet. So look, this one. So I can make a new one for us. Let's erase this one, so I can make a new illustration of it, and I can explain to you. So wait, here. Let me start now. So first here, wait, here. So this one serves as the user. Oh, quite hard. And this one. This one is the ISP. Look at this. Looks like trash. So let's say that this line, this straight line, this one is the internet. So it's internet based. It is obvious that this one, internet, has no source, but it has, but the ISP, the ISP is the one who gives the access of the internet. So this, and so when the user access the internet, for example, it will connect here in the internet. So this line, it is the internet. This is the internet. This straight line, this is the internet. So this straight line is the internet. So as the user access, let's say for example, YouTube, this one, initials, YouTube. So if the user access the YouTube in here in the internet, so the ISP is always there. So every time the user access an internet, the ISP grants the access, gives you the access here. So the YouTube will start up because of the ISP, the one that gives the access in the internet. And we can add more example, like Facebook. Facebook, yan. So same pattern. User when the user access the internet, the ISP response. ISP gives the access here, gives the access on the user, so the user can start YouTube. That. So for me, it's just a basic circulation of internet from the user. User access YouTube. So before the YouTube will start up, the ISP will grant the access in the internet. So will grant the access before it start up. Here same pattern for Facebook. User, yan. User in the internet. So the ISP grants access, and user on the Facebook startup. That's simple. So let's look. So the client in the internet, the client is the one that will start up to access in the internet, and anything that he access on the internet will go on the ISP, which will grant the internet access. And as the internet goes by, you can access different websites like Facebook, YouTube, Gmails, and many more. So that particular examples may help us. Let's say, this the type of network. So this is very important for us to learn as an IT student. So these types of network, the local area network or the LAN, a network infrastructure that provides access to users and device in small geographical area, which is typically an enterprise. An enterprise area, home or small business network owned and managed by an individual or IT department. For example, is computer shop mostly. The wide area network or the WAN, WAN, a network infrastructure that provides access to other network over a wide graphical area, which is typically owned and managed by a telecommunications service provider with wireless router that when you have another branch. So a wireless connection, much trendy. And the metropolitan area network or the MAN, a network infrastructure that spans a physical area larger than a LAN but smaller than a WAN. A city. MAN are typically operated by a single entity such a large organization. So a single organization can run this type of network, which is the MAN or the metropolitan area network. The wireless LAN, WLAN, similar to a LAN but wirelessly interconnects user endpoints. So based on the name, the wireless LAN, similar to LAN but the word wireless. So storage area network, the SAN, a network infrastructure designed to support file servers and provide data storage, retrieval, and replication. Internet, so that the internet we talked about earlier, intranet and the extranet. So internet, the internet is a worldwide collection of interconnected network. Internet, interconnected networks can gives you access to the internet, which is basically a popular here in any country. So let's talk about the intranet. Intranet is a term often used to refer a private connection of LAN and WANs that belongs to an organization. It is designed to accessible only by the organization member, employees, or the other with authorization. So intranet is only accessible by those who is authorized and an organization member, an employee. An organization may use an extranet to provide secure and safe access to individuals who work for a different organization but require access to the organization's data. A company extranet is outside suppliers and contractors. So for the connections naman for the connections of our internet, we have the cable, DSL, cellular, satellite, dial-up telephone, wireless. Business internet connection, dedicated list line, Ethernet, WAN, DSL, satellite. So this one, the packet tracer, help and navigation tips. So traditional separate networks, the converging network. So the convergence guys is a process of converging quite unrelated to become more closely integrated and even unified as the develop and advance. And the digital convergence rather is when you have the same multimedia content available to view on different types of devices because it's digitalized. So the digitalized makes it more unique than any other else. And the media convergence is the joining together of different mass communication formats and the internet. For example, sa movie into game. That's the best example for that. Here, the wireless broadband. DSL and cable are more common technologies used to connect homes and small businesses to the internet. That's the best way to have an access in the internet, and the wireless, the broadband. Security threats. Security threats, maybe that's just basics, for the basics and the most relevant. The viruses, worm, Trojan horses, spyware and adware, zero-day attacks, the zero-hour attacks, mostly, they call it mostly, and the hacker attacks, data interception and theft, denial of service attacks, and the identity theft. So, the network, the CCENT, and the CCNA certification. The network architecture refers to the device connection and products that are integrated support the necessary technologies and application. I think, I hope you learn something based on what I said, based on my own opinion, and that's all. Thank you.